All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the No Sports Talk Show right here live via StreamYard, Facebook, and YouTube. Man, look, hey, we appreciate everybody jumping in. We know it's been a while. We actually haven't been in I don't know, like we haven't been on since June. Yeah, it's been a couple months, man, but look.
No, it's been a little. We got on after that. It's been about maybe 3 weeks, something like that. Yeah, it's been a little bit.
I checked the last live. I was like, I don't know. I think it might have said June. I don't know, but
okay,
I'm gonna go back and check again. But we know y'all missed us, man. Look, before I go in deep any further, I'm in the booth with my guy, Miles T. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Look, it's best time of the year.
Yes, sir.
Best time.
That's why I got the net brace on. Hey, I'm ready to sit back and relax this weekend and just kick the feet up. Let y'all know what Nico about to do and them Tennessee Vols and them UT Vols gonna do. We're the most threatened and worried about team in the country. I'm telling you right now.
Man, we've been gone for a while. You already starting off with some craziness. That's okay.
I'm telling you.
You're right. And look, I had to give y'all that Bama splash. We had to add a little flavor to the background, new season. But look, this is the time of the year where I'm not gonna say all wives and girlfriends, but a good bit of them may not like this time of year because the fellas.
I'm saying it.
You saying it. You booking
it.
Now,
it's time for y'all to go. It's time for y'all to sit down and go somewhere after 1 o'clock on Saturday and chill out.
Don't quote me on that. But there are a lot out there that do watch football. But look, ladies, for y'all who may not watch the games, who may not be locked in with football, just know this is the best time of the year. Look, y'all done had us from February all the way up into the end of August.
Yep.
Time now. We love y'all, but listen, we only get a few months of this, but we gotta lock in. Look, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I hope everybody. We hope everybody have been having a great month so far. I know it's the end of August, but it's crazy. We're about to be in September already, but we just hope everybody's been enjoying this weather. Is getting cooler out. It's starting to get a little cooler in the morning time. So I'm excited about that fall weather. Congested off and on with this. I don't know. Weather's been getting me this year, man. I've been congested. I don't know about you, but it's been getting me.
Yeah. It's a little. It's been feeling a little different this year than the past. A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been congested like this much. But I don't know. I'm ready for some consistent, like, chill fall weather is the best. I love the fall. So but yeah, man. Well, look, like I said, we appreciate everybody jumping in. Got some good stuff to talk about tonight. Again, college football has gone, it's on the way. It's already kicked off, I should say. Georgia Tech, Florida State, this past weekend, man. We had a man, that was a thriller. I mean, if you that game, I don't know what to tell you, but man, I watched it from start to finish. Georgia Tech with the upset 24-21 over number 10 Florida State. Miles, what are your thoughts on this, man? Florida State came in heavy favorites. Everybody on College Game Day obviously picked them, with the exception it was one guy that was from Ireland ended up picking Georgia Tech. But everybody on the game day crew, everybody in the country, pretty much outside of Georgia Tech fans, and maybe me and you and Kyle, probably picked Georgia Tech. What are your thoughts on this, man? Them kicking off the year with this big upset and everything. So,
yeah, it's just what I've been saying. What we've been saying on this show for about the last 4 or 5 years. Like I said, we had like 3 years ago with Wisconsin. LSU went to Wisconsin, and Wisconsin upset them the first game of the season. And
yeah,
I can't think of all the games, but it's just when you got a whole summer to prepare for one big game that's coming up, the first game of the season, the kickoff classic, or whatever it is, you can just spend that whole summer focusing on that game.
yep.
And that's what Georgia Tech did. They said, look here, we got a chance to make our mark the first game of the season against the number 10 ranked team in the country. And let's go out there and play the best we can. Let's just go out there, just lay it out. We're playing in a whole nother country. We're doing all it. And we ain't got nothing to lose, but just get television time and get publicity. So if we're going to do all that and that's all we got to lose, so let's just go out there and ball out. And that's what they did. Georgia Tech was swarming literally like some Yellow Jackets. They were really swarming on defense. They was hitting one or two. I mean, they was hitting the running back with 2 or 3 people at a time when he hitting that outside. Yeah. The linebackers were swarming, the cornerbacks were swarming, the safeties were swarming. Yeah. As soon as the Florida State receiver catch the ball, they was on him. He wasn't getting no yak yards and stuff like that. It was when I saw that first 2 quarters at halftime, I think it was 14-14 at halftime, I believe. Yeah,
it was tied up at halftime.
Yeah, and I said, uh-oh. I said, Florida State, y'all done messed up. You done gave them hope. You done gave them already. And they had to leave for a minute, for about 5 minutes in the first half for a minute, Georgia Tech did. So
They did. They actually almost went into halftime with the lead. They got a field goal at the end. That's the only reason why I was tied up. So
yeah, because of 14-11. That's right. Yep. So when you let a team that's an underdog that's been planning for you all summer long anyway, you give them hopes and a little bit of daylight. Oh yeah, you done let them hang, and they young kids too, so they don't really know no better but to just play harder. Okay, we got these boys, we got them. You know what I'm saying? The coaches only got to say something when they in their game like that at Georgia Tech. You ain't got to say too much to the kids. You just got to say, just keep them prepped up, keep them hyped up a little bit. Hey, keep doing what we doing, man. Keep doing what we doing.
Yep.
We should have a lead right now. We let them up. We let them get a little field goal at the end, but we should be at 14-11 right now. And that's it. And just let it go and let them keep it going from then. You know, the position coaches, let them say what they want to say. But first, the game on the field, Georgia Tech played better than Florida State. The whole game. First, the whole game totality, Georgia Tech was the better team that day.
Yeah. I think, hats off to Georgia Tech first and foremost, man.
Yes, sir. ATL, baby.
Dude, the job, what they were able to accomplish, that was big. That was a great way to start off the year. I mean, the offense being led by Haynes King and Justice Haynes, like those dudes, and we remember Haynes King from last year. I mean, he showed up last year. This offense, and we're not used to seeing Georgia Tech's like offense, have like that variety of that pass attack.
Yeah, we used to that wishbone type stuff, whatever it was. Yeah,
option and all of that, right? So like, those people who have watched Georgia Tech over the years, like you can see, if Georgia Tech, they come a very, very long way from what they were years and years ago. But yeah, man, I think that, to the point that you made, they really didn't give up too many big plays in this game. I mean, if they gave up, passes and stuff like that, I mean, there were a few plays here and there where they maybe got some yak yards, but other than that, man, I think that they did an exceptional job, like making DJ Uiagalelei uncomfortable in the pocket, They got after it when Florida State tried to run the ball. They had a good amount of tackles for losses.
Mm-hmm.
They were pressuring them. And I do think that looking at, and especially the way that Florida State came out, if you saw the camera on them before the game, they came out super fired up, like they were just about to run away with this game. And you just saw Georgia Tech. They almost were out there on the field doing warm-ups like business as usual, right? Like they came out, they seemed just laser focused, right? Because they
Yeah, they're
already
well prepared for this. Well prepared. Yeah.
exactly, and they knew. And really the key moment in this game was the first quarter. And why am I saying that? Because Florida State, their first possession, they got the ball, they drove right down the field, scored a touchdown, and then they went for two on top of that, right? So then now not only did they score a touchdown, now they're trying to embarrass you pretty much.
Yeah.
They're showing we don't have any respect for you, right?
Exactly.
We're gonna go for two. They ended up getting it. And even I said to myself, I said, dang, they going for two. So I'm like, and Florida State, they cried a lot in the offseason. So Mike Norvell and those guys, they obviously feel like they had a point to prove.
Yeah.
Not getting in the playoff last year. But I said, man, they don't have no respect for you. So they got the ball after that drive, drove the ball right down the field. Actually, in a short amount of time. I think they got down the field in maybe about 4 plays. And 4 or 5 plays, touchdown. And from that point on, the game was tight. I think Florida State knew, like, okay, dang, like they not going away easy. So to be able to respond like that, I think that right there was a pivotal moment in the game, because they could have easily went 3 and out. Florida State could have got the ball back. Boom, now they're up double digits, and it's still quarter, right? So just a lot of good moments in that game, a lot of big plays, clutch plays from Georgia Tech, and I just thought that they did a great job. So,
I see the talent out there for Georgia Tech. I know Florida State's going to be around because of their conference. They're going to be around. So
yeah, the ACC is still wide open.
So I just want to see the consistency like this, the same type of energy, the same type of heightness, the same type of tackle, the same type of just everything from Georgia Tech each and every week. Because that's when it counts. That's when it makes it. You can do this out of 1 or 2 games out the season, then you turn around 3 weeks later and you lose the Wake Forest or something. No disrespect to Wake Forest, but I'm just saying, you play like this against Florida State, but then play like just play like trash against Wake Forest and somebody else and get beat by 21 points. 3 weeks later. So
exactly,
and that's what Georgia Tech is known to do. You know what I'm saying? So. We'll see, but I've seen a lot of energy on this team, though. I did see a lot of energy, seen a lot of athletes.
Yeah,
good tackling, all that. I mean, Georgia Tech had never lacked athletes. It's just the scheme they was running, the offensive scheme they was running. This is Atlanta, Georgia. There's athletes all around this mug in Metro Atlanta and everything. So that's not the issue. It's just the scheme and the coaching that's been going on. Now, what's his name that ran the triple option? What's his name? The one that just retired.
Coach.
The coach. What's his name?
Oh, that was at Tech when they were running the triple option.
Yeah, what was his name? Paul something. What's it?
Oh man,
I can't think of it either. But see, he needed certain players to run his offense. You know what I mean? So. He wasn't taking advantage of the talent that Atlanta had and Georgia had. He was doing it to scheme his offense the way he wanted to run it. Now he had his couple of years where he won the ACC championship and all that, but once they got down with his offense, you get down by 14 points, you done. You pretty much like, oh, you done lost this game. It's over now because you ain't got no offense. Paul Johnson, yeah. So. I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, you limited yourself. You know what I mean? And this offense right here, they seem like they're wide open and they can make adjustments when they need to and change it up when they need to. So that's what I saw.
Yeah, they do. They do have it's well balanced, right? They can run the ball, and with Haynes King, Justice Haynes, like running back, he's solid, hit the hole, nice speed, and then you got Haynes King. We saw a lot. I saw a lot of times in that game. We saw a lot of times in that game where he they were running, option, and he kept the ball and was able to get around on the outside. Like he had some pretty good stride. Like he can get around the corner and the edge.
Yeah, he's fast enough to get it done. Yeah.
Yeah, if your angle is off just by a little bit, he could get around you. So,
Mhm.
yeah, and then looking honestly, bro, and before we go to the next topic to talk about the other games, you look at Georgia Tech's schedule. They have Georgia State, Syracuse. Who is this? I don't know who VMI is, but they have
Virginia Military Institute or something like that. VMI,
yeah,
Virginia
whoever that
Military.
is. No disrespect to VMI, I just truly they got Louisville, Duke, which we've seen Duke has made some strides with their football program, so that's going to be an interesting one. But Duke comes here to Atlanta. They got North Carolina, Notre Dame. That's going to be a big game. Virginia Tech, Miami, NC State, and of course Georgia at the end of the year. So, not a whole lot of.
I can see if they play like they did Saturday. I can see about 7 or 8 wins out of that. I can see that if they play that way, at least 8.
Yeah,
I can see the most about 8. I don't think they're gonna beat Georgia. I think Miami might get them.
I think they could be bowl. They could be a bowl eligible team.
Oh, definitely. I the way they played Saturday, I definitely see them being a bowl eligible team.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. And as far as Florida State, I don't know. A lot of people, do you think Florida State, could you still see them being in the playoff?
Not the way they played Saturday, no. If we just going by that, no, I definitely don't see them being a playoff team if you're going by that. But you never know. Like, it's still the beginning of the season, and we'll see how that goes. But first, right now, what I've seen out of Florida State Saturday, nah.
Yeah,
I don't see that.
And I'll say some of their biggest games on their schedule that they have, and then we'll go to making our, talking about the rest of the games. So
Yes,
for them, Boston College, that now they do host Boston College now. Last year, that Boston College Florida State game was actually really wild. So don't sleep on Boston College, but I'm not necessarily going to emphasize that too much. But they have Clemson. They go to Duke. They go to Miami this year. They go to Notre Dame. And they do host Florida, of course. So, again, not a whole lot of room for error when it comes to that. I know it's 12 teams, but you start to get it starts to get a little challenging when you have 2 losses. There are going to be teams that get in with 2 losses.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe some can get in with 3.
I say about 2 teams with 2 losses, and I see one with at least 3.
Yeah,
I see one with at least 3. I do.
Yeah. It won't be that many. So,
yeah.
Because that third team with 3 losses, that may be like really 12, and
it'd be like that'd be like if a Georgia or Alabama slip down. I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm just saying.
I know what you try to say, but
you know what I'm saying? Like one of those big dogs like that get accidentally just get 3 losses, and all 3 of them might be like by a field goal or less. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna let them in there. You know what I mean? So.
You could have you ain't have to put Alabama there. You could have.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying. But that's all.
Oh, Ohio State too.
Look,
they might let a 3-loss Ohio State in there too. You already know that.
We know how hype Ohio now. We know how hype Ohio State is. How hype they are. But I don't know about the 3-loss Ohio State getting there. I don't know because
I don't know
about that one. I don't know. So.
It wouldn't surprise me. Put it that way. It wouldn't surprise me.
Ohio State in there with 3 losses because see, I feel like the Big Ten in their situation, there's more. There may be multiple teams from the Big Ten that can get in. So I don't think that they'll be in a situation where it's like,
So didn't UCLA and USC went there this year, right?
Or Oregon is in the Big Ten,
and UCLA is too, right?
I believe so. Yes.
And USC too, I believe.
So I'm gonna tell you, everybody in the Big Ten.
I think it is USC in there too.
So you got Oregon. Oregon is there. USC, UCLA, Washington.
Okay.
So that's why I said I don't know about it. Look.
Yeah. Now, see, I forgot about that too. I forgot about that too. So.
Yeah, and it's not
But look at Ohio State schedule. I don't remember seeing hardly any. Look at Ohio State schedule.
Yeah, you're right about that because they really don't have Ohio State, they go to Michigan State, they're gonna destroy them.
I don't think they got Oregon or USC on their schedule.
They do play Oregon. They go to Oregon.
Okay.
They go to Penn State. They go. I'm not even gonna really say to Northwestern, but Northwestern that could be that's one of those like trap games.
It could be.
And then they host Michigan. So, and I don't really know.
They don't play USC. They don't play UCLA. They don't play Washington. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Ohio State, I always get that. What I'm saying what I'm saying. They always get they always get that that favoritism. You know what I mean? Out of the Big Ten, man. It's just like how you get to avoid the 3 of the 4 newcomers from the Pac-12 the first year. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Come on, man. You should at least have 2 out of the 4. Come on.
It's okay because the thing about it is when you get a team and they're not like battle tested, it doesn't really help like later on in the year. I mean, because you get punched in the mouth by somebody who's been they've been through that fire, and there's a lot of expectations, right? On Ohio State too, getting over that Michigan hump. I mean, they lost 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So who knows, right? If they don't beat Michigan this year, they're getting fired. But I don't even know what Michigan's gonna look like.
Yeah, I don't even. They still got them ranked pretty high, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. With the amount of talent that they had leaving, I don't really know about Michigan. So we'll
they
see.
never gonna have the running back, the little guy. The 5'9".
I'm surprised he didn't. Edwards. I'm surprised he didn't go to the. Well, he probably wasn't eligible to go, honestly.
But at the end of the day, he's living good on campus. He's good. He's living good.
He's more than good. He great.
He probably gonna get more than he was, or just as much as he was gonna get paid as a rookie. He probably getting paid just as good.
Well, he's a senior this year, so yeah, he'll be straight. But yeah, let's talk about the games coming up this weekend. So excited. Can't wait to lock in and watch College Game Day. You and me will be busy, but I'm pulling it up on my phone. Miles, I'm on some by any means necessary this year. I gotta pull my phone. If I gotta listen to it without looking at it, it's going.
Yeah. I done that plenty of times. Yeah. I can't see it, but I'm gonna hear it.
I will cut the radio on to hear some football. Yeah. I missed it that much.
Yeah.
I'm so serious. Looking at opening weekend, do you see any upsets? Now, I'm gonna say some big games. I'm gonna highlight some matchups that obviously everybody will be paying attention to. I know Thursday we get North Dakota State and Colorado. That'll be I'm not saying, but I know
no upset in that on either side, but
no.
That's a good game to start the week off with, though.
Yeah. Right, because you remember, was it that one? How they had us staying up late watching Colorado because they were good those first like 3 games. But I just want to throw that one out there. But on Saturday, you get Clemson and Georgia. That's one game that people are taking a look at. You also have Miami and Florida. You have Notre Dame and Texas A&M. Sunday you got USC and LSU. Now you also have Penn State going on the road to West Virginia. Penn State, I don't even know why
that is my biggest upset of the weekend.
That's your biggest upset of the weekend.
West Virginia, Penn State at West Virginia. I think West Virginia pull that off.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be one of those games where they had all summer long.
Okay.
They're prepared. You got them at home. Everything's on the plate on the silver platter for you. It's right
12
there.
game too.
Yeah,
12.
exactly. So on Fox 5, that's where the like the game day crew, that's gonna be the Fox 5 crew right there. Right at Morgantown. Yeah.
Yeah. And game day is actually going to Texas A&M and Notre Dame. That's where college game may be. But the Fox.
I definitely think Texas A&M can beat Notre Dame, but to me that ain't too much of an upset. I mean, that's just me. But statistically wise, on paper, yes, it is. But
Yeah.
we know Texas A&M got the talent to beat Notre Dame any weekend of the year. So
yeah,
that's really not a big, and that's the same way with Clemson over Georgia. They got the talent. It's just that ain't really a big upset to me. See, like West Virginia over Penn State, non-ranked over number 8.
yeah.
That's an upset to me. So, but yeah, that's my upset of the week. West Virginia over Penn State.
I can see that. I think Penn State, I'm still
up and down with them. I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm trying to understand how they got ranked at number 8. I'm still trying to understand that. I personally I don't get it because
who's that quarterback? Who's that quarterback?
I think the guy who was there last year.
What?
The one who they didn't even let throw a pass against
exactly
for the whole second half. I'm like, what? And I'm not saying that he's terrible or anything like that, but they didn't trust him to throw a pass. And that's a game they actually could have beat Michigan in that game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're playing not to lose.
Yeah, and I just, I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. Like, I honestly don't know who's starting at their quarterback. So
yeah,
I think that guy is probably gone because right now they got a junior. So I would assume that Drew Aller, the junior, is probably going to be maybe the one who's starting.
Yeah, see, Penn State don't ever do nothing miraculous or nothing to change the game. They're gonna go straight by the book. Your junior has been sitting behind them for a year. He's gonna be the next year's starter, and they're gonna go out there and get a DJ. They just going by the book. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna do nothing going by the book.
Exactly.
Not like this guy,
like Penn State really, like when they had Saquon and Trace McSorley, like those guys, like they were actually to watch them, but like. Now, I mean, I just don't know what they have. What gives people like, oh, this is the number 8.
It's like they go by the blue book value. The blue book value.
Yeah. I don't get it. But I could see that being an upset. I'm gonna pick A&M over Notre Dame. Again, you and me both know this is the SEC. So for us, I don't think that's like a oh my God, A&M, Notre Dame. No. But the fact that Notre Dame is ranked number 7 in the country, and they got to go to A&M, which that's not an easy place to play at all. Right. I mean, now Notre Dame ain't an easy place to play in either, so they are used to being in a hostile environment. But it is A&M in the whole 12th man. That's a tough environment to play in for anybody.
Yeah, so top 10 easily. Yeah.
Exactly. And then if you look at Notre Dame's schedule, this is really like the only game that they really have. This is like the biggest game on their schedule. Other than that, I think
Florida State and Clemson, I think.
Yeah. This is the biggest non-conference game, obviously. But I think that, I don't and see, let me see. Because I don't think they even play. They don't play Clemson. They play Florida State, and they do play Georgia Tech, which we'll see on that one. But they play Florida State. Florida State comes to Notre Dame. I can see them knocking Florida State off. And then they go to USC. I'm not sold on USC. They don't play defense in the Pac.
I want to see what USC do against LSU. They're not. I can see. Yeah,
USC's not in Pac-12 no more. But they didn't play defense. They're not gonna miraculously know how to play defense all of a sudden. So I'm just not gonna be sold on that. So it's not really too many tests for Notre Dame after this game. So they really need to win this game.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a must, because with them, and here's the thing, with them being non-conference, they cannot win. They can't be ranked any higher than number 5. So they can't really slip up that much.
Yeah.
Because they're never going to be 1 through 4, because they won't have a conference championship. And you know that the 1 through 4 seeds are all conference champions. So
but you know, at the end of the day, they get the better end of the stick like that, because
they do, because they don't have to play an extra game.
and then at the same time, they don't if they win or anything they win, they don't have to share it with nobody. No. It's all going into to their institution. You know,
they need to stop allowing that. There's no reason why Notre Dame gets be able to. Hats off to the prestigious institution, all of that. Shout out to Rudy and all them. But there's no reason why they should be allowed to continue to not be in a conference. Like,
they ain't doing nothing but collecting money. That's all they're doing.
It doesn't make sense. Why is Notre Dame so special that they don't need to be in a conference? And we go through this thing every year. They have
and one conference like that too, though. BYU the same way.
Oh my God, dude. BYU, yes.
Them grown men playing college football. Yeah,
it's just crazy to me how they've gone this long. And if anything, they should go to the Big Ten.
They're in that area, Indiana. Yeah,
they should just go into the Big Ten. I mean, it's not like they would be sacrificing traveling that far.
Yeah,
you know? I mean, they got to go to USC. So, but yeah,
they want their own money.
Yeah, but it's all good. It never helps them in the end, because
they ain't won one since what, 1989 maybe.
Dude, I probably in sometime in the 80s, and you know, the time where they were skating by and getting in the top 4, they were getting destroyed.
Yeah,
Clemson destroyed them. We destroyed them. Like it was just.
It ain't been close. Yeah,
I'm excited about this. 12 teams. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be deep SEC. I think it's at least 6 teams from the SEC.
I give them at least 5. I give them at least 5. I think it could be 6, maybe even 7, but I give it at least 5 for sure. I give it a for sure 5. If I was rich, I would put $1,000 on 5 teams getting into the SEC from the into the Final 12.
Yeah. I could agree. I'm gonna say 6, but I definitely could see 5 for sure. I mean, it's just deep. Like, it's deep in the SEC. So, well, at the end of the day, I think we'll have more in the SEC that out of any other conference in the.
Definitely, for sure. There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, man. Let's talk NFL, because we know the season's kicking off in the week after. Well, next week. I'm sorry. Next Thursday, we got Ravens Chiefs. And then we got on Thursday, then Friday, we got the Eagles and the Packers. That's in Brazil. We don't have to make our picks on that one, any games, anything right now, because we got next week. So we want to save our so y'all bear with us. We want to save our thoughts and stuff during that week, so we can really dive into that. But preseason's come to an end. Roster cuts have happened today. We got 53-man rosters finalized. But I don't know if you had a chance to really look into the preseason as much, but were there any what rookie to you stood out the most, or just just in your opinion the most from the preseason? If you had to pick one, who would you say stood out the most? It could be.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't really get to see a lot of the preseason. A lot of the games is on the NFL Network and stuff, man.
And I had to stream them because my dad, excuse me, my dad has DirecTV, so I actually had to stream it from my phone You know, I caught the games that I could, and then you had the few that came on CBS and stuff. But by that time, it was third string playing.
Yeah, exactly. By the time you really saw it, it's like one of them players that you didn't really know who they were like that. So
yeah.
I can't really. That's a hard question to answer, but I tell you, the surprising player was, and which I've been hearing about all summer. I hate to be biased, but Joe Milton III out of New England, he made the roster.
Oh, yeah.
There was a couple of plays I seen him in there. When I know that one run he did, he ran about 50 yards, but he only got about 11. And then that one,
the other night.
And then he ran over somebody one time looking like Cam Newton. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, so I really think this depends on how they use him. He could be a weapon.
Yeah.
Because if you can throw the ball 60 yards standing still, I mean, that could always be a force to be. You can just line him up at receiver, give it to him real quick, and just tell somebody to go straight fly route. Just go. Let him just zip it out to you. You know what I mean? He's definitely a weapon to have. I don't care which team I had. I don't care if he's third, fourth string. I would love to have him on my roster. Put it that way. And I'm not just saying that because I don't care if he came from Tulane. I don't care. If I would have saw him out there throwing the ball and doing what he's doing, I would have, as a quarterback, as his size 6'5", 230, I would like him on my squad. That's what I would like. That's just what I've seen, and that might sound biased, but like I said, I didn't get to see a lot of preseason. So
no, I feel
they don't play a lot of it on Fox and stuff like they usually do, and stuff like in the past. So
I definitely they should start playing more on more on channels because I'm not paying to get NFL Network. I'm sorry.
No, I don't watch it like that. I'm not paying for something I can do. If I'm gonna pay for something just to watch it on Sunday, I'm gonna get the Sunday ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna get NFL Network. No,
exactly. And so for me, obviously, like I'm biased too, but I'm also gonna pick two. Caleb Williams, bro, has been.
See, I just saw his highlights. I didn't get to see him play really, So,
but even out of the highlights that you've seen, you just saw flashes of why we went out and got him. Just his ability and poise in the pocket, how comfortable he is, the splash plays that he made in the preseason. I was just, man, I'm excited to see how this season turns out, especially with the weapons that he has around him. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, got DeAndre Swift, Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett. So you got two solid tight ends. I'm really, really excited. And then a defense that's not gonna, they're gonna be top 5, at least top 10 in the league. So all these things set up, I'm really excited to see. But I just the way that he was able to command, the huddle, command the offense, like.
If he would have had a defense, USC would have won a national championship while he was there.
Oh, dude.
I even say one. They would have been in the Final Four though.
Oh, they most definitely would have been in the playoff. But they couldn't get past Utah. Utah and that defense that Utah.
Every time they play a team with defense, yeah.
Dude. And I mean in Utah. I mean, even one of the year that Utah
they got them one of the teams making it into the top 12. Some people.
Yeah, they do. Utah because they got Cam Rising coming back. Remember, he was hurt last year.
Really?
Remember Cam Rising?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. But he done been there about 8 years.
I know. But because of with COVID, they got an extra.
Yeah.
He got injured, so he got an extra year from that too. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's nice. I like him.
Yeah, and see, Utah would have been even better if he was quarterback. But also, I gotta give it to Jayden Daniels too, because Jayden Daniels, he was doing this thing.
He won the starting position, so I mean that wasn't hard to do in Washington. But I'm just saying.
I'm really just, I think because both of these guys being like 1-2, looking at Jayden Daniels, even the first pass he threw, it was about 30, 40 yard, rope down the sidelines. And then in the game against Miami, you know, you saw what he was doing at LSU, getting the ball out quick. I mean, he was getting the ball out, processing, getting it out real quick. 2-3 seconds, it was out, right? So, you know, just both of these guys, I think I was impressed with both of them. I'm excited to see the both of them match up against each other because they do play each other this year. So you get Caleb Williams versus Jay Daniels 1 versus 2. That's gonna be great. Then you get Caleb Williams versus Bryce. This year's number 1 versus last year's number 1. So a lot of good, you know, storylines there. So yeah, hats off to like I said, both of them. I'm excited to see, you know, how this season turns out. I'm not expecting a whole lot out of the Commanders because Washington, they got, I don't know what you mean. They got to reconstruct that whole team. So,
Yeah.
but that is what it is. But yeah, I'm excited, man. And
For sure.
but yeah, anybody that, before I go to this last question, is anybody you most excited to see from a rookie standpoint? You know, I know I named a couple, but is anybody else that you're like, oh, I'm really excited to see him outside of, you know, who we named. Because those are really my two. I know people are talking a lot about Drake May. We saw Bo Nix won the Heisman. He won the starting job in Denver. You know, you got some things there. I would probably, you know, is anybody else out there that you're like, oh man, I can't, you know, I'm excited to kind of see like how their rookie season is.
I want to see the number one guy. I want to see. I want to see if Joe Milton can win that starting position because it's still wide open a little bit.
Yeah, Brissett is hurt now. His shoulder.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I want to see if he does get that starting position. I definitely want to see what he does there. Because his problem is it's not that he's not a big game guy. It's just that he can give you 10 good plays, but give you 6 bad plays the next play. You know, the next series. So
yeah,
his consistency, and I want to see what Jalen Wright does at Miami in the Miami Dolphins uniform at running back. Rookie running back out of Tennessee, 2nd round pick. I want to see that wide receiver out of Texas last year. I can't think of his name. He was the first rounder. Huh?
A.D. Mitchell.
Yeah, I want to see what he does. Those are probably my top 3 that I can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, just right off the top of my head. Yeah.
Yeah, those are solid. And I would say Rome Odunze because, you know, I feel like we got, you know, he's arguably the best receiver. Like I said, arguably, depending on which way you want to look at it. And then you got.
I want to see Marvin Harrison. I want to see Marvin Harrison the third, the second does too, because all that hype they were talking about with him, talking about he's a game changer and like a CD Lamb type guy. I want to see that on the field. I definitely want to see that.
Definitely, and then also, because they were real high on him, and he didn't do anything really work out. I don't even think he did. He didn't do a pro day either. So we'll see how ready he is. And then you got Xavier Worthy, you know, a guy that Kansas City like went out and got out of Texas, like, you know, to pretty much add some more speed to their offense.
I thought that's the guy I was talking about. Then that's the guy I was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Because A.D. Mitchell also went to Texas too. So
it was that one guy I'm talking about. He caught that one ball. I think it was number 10, maybe. I don't remember what number it was.
Xavier Worthy was number 1 when he was at Texas.
Okay, that's him then. That's the one. That's the one I'm talking about.
The same number he is at Kansas. They actually gave him. He got number 1 in Kansas City too. So yeah, Xavier Worthy is who you talk about. A.D. Mitchell plays for the Colts. Xavier Worthy is on the Chiefs. So.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That number 1. I'm talking about he was like Tyreek Hill speed. Yeah.
And he broke the combine record. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely excited about that. And speaking of Chiefs, looking at them, right? We're entering in the season where the Chiefs had, you know, opportunity to do what's never been done before. Patrick Mahomes looking to three-peat for Super Bowl, something that Tom Brady hasn't done. Nobody we've seen. Nobody has done this. Curious to hear your thoughts on this. Who do you think out of the AFC is the biggest threat to the Chiefs being able to three-peat?
Oh, that's a no-brainer. That's the Baltimore Ravens all day, all day. The addition with Derrick Henry, the defense still out. The Baltimore defense never goes below a top 10 defense. Never, ever that I know since Ray Lewis left. I mean, they always in the top 10, just statistically. You know, they always have that one game where they be giving up 42 points and they only score 16. They got that one game a year where they do that every year. I don't know where it come from. I don't know if they then had a varsity blues night where they all got drunk the day before the game and, you know, they just done went in there, you know, lackadaisical. But other than that, they always end up in the top 10. They had their chance last year. Lamar Jackson had a bonehead play. Zay Flowers fumbled at the end zone when he was trying to dive in.
Oh,
just get that first down and get to the inch line, man. We can get in there from the inch line. You trying to do that extra diving and stuff, man. Come on. And the guy that caused the fumble from Zay Flowers is the same guy that intercepted Lamar Jackson for the last play of the interception. Number 26. I can't think of his name.
I don't even know that guy. I don't even know why Lamar threw that. I'm still mad.
Yeah, and it was only like second down. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah, so
they were not.
That's the only team really. Just mano can just stand up to the Kansas City Chiefs and actually make the Kansas City Chiefs worry a little bit. You know, I think that's the team that could do it.
Honestly, I would agree with that. I do think that Baltimore, with the roster they have now, you know, I think that they're the biggest threat. That Derrick Henry addition is I mean,
Derrick Henry could be at least 80% of what he's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's used to getting so many more carries. I think that it's going to allow them to be more balanced. And when you got a guy like Derrick Henry that can just wear you down, I mean,
they were number one rushing last year without Derrick Henry. So what do you think they're going to do with him?
Exactly.
You know?
So, and they always have a solid running game. I mean, Gus Edwards, like those guys, Gus Edwards, who really just emerged and just, you know.
He's still there. And then you got old dude from Ohio State, Dobbins. You still got him there.
Yep.
I mean,
he got hurt early on in his career. He tore his ACL, I think, his rookie season.
Yeah.
So he's still, you know, he's still there. Lamar, obviously, you got him as a runner who I think he's growing into that, not trying to run as much. He's looking to pass, you know, a lot more. And you got Mark Andrews. You got some guys there. Now, the only thing I also would say from a threat perspective, I do think that
I didn't know you were gonna say
the Bengals to me is another team that I could see being a big threat. But the only thing with the Bengals, the Ja'Marr Chase situation, that could be a distraction. So I don't know. They
don't have Mixon no more either, though.
Yeah, they don't have Mixon. So again, like that's why I was like, I normally would have said the Bengals just because Joe Burrow is 3-1 against Patrick Mahomes now, and he actually has gone and done it. Like he's beat him and gone to the Super Bowl. Went to Arrowhead to do it. Now, I don't want to say that, but them this year, but I do think that, you know, that is the Bengals always could be that sneaky team. But again, with Ja'Marr Chase, that contract situation, they are expecting him to play in the opener. But how much of a distraction is that going to be? And then also Ja'Marr Chase, you know, injury history. You got T. Higgins, who I got on my fantasy team. So T, I need you to do your thing. But you know, we don't really know what we're going to get out of them. So I have to lean to Baltimore being, and it should be Baltimore, right? Baltimore is a team that should have been in the Super Bowl last year. The Chiefs,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not just saying that because that's my team, but
there's no reason why
they had every opportunity in the world to take that game. They did.
No reason why the Chiefs. I don't want to say it's no reason why they should have been in the Super Bowl, but no reason why the Ravens should have handle business at home, especially in the game that it wasn't high scoring. It was low. It's the type of game you wanted. You didn't want to shoot out. It was right there, right? Like, but for whatever reason, they just laid the egg. But that's neither here nor there. It's a new season. So now, you know, they got to go out there and get it done. I mean, Lamar's done everything else that you could possibly do. He's won an MVP. He's won the high. I mean,
two MVPs.
Yeah, he's won the Heisman. He's won 2 MVPs. He's broken records. he broke like 6 records in one season. Like, the only thing left he has to do is the Super Bowl. At least get there, you know.
Exactly. That's the thing is at least get there.
Even if he don't win it.
Yeah, at least get there. At least get there.
He never.
Because if you get there, you always got a chance with the team you got. You just got to get there.
You just have to get there. When the lights are on, it's anybody's game. You just got to get there. And I really and truly, I was looking forward to last year a Ravens and the Eagles Super Bowl. That was what it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
that was gonna be it. Could we see that this year? We don't know. I don't know how the Eagles are gonna look. You know.
That's a good question. Like, who's your team out of the NFC? Is it San Francisco? Is that what it is right now? The NFC is hard right now. You don't. It's no.
Honestly, bro.
Besides San Francisco, it's wide open.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say San Francisco right now because Trent Williams, that offensive tackle, he's not playing right now until he gets a contract. Brandon Ayuk wants a new contract. There's up in the air with that situation. It's a lot of distractions going on right there. Should they be a team with their roster? Yes. I would have even almost leaned towards, if not them, you got to look at Detroit. I mean, Detroit is a team they were right there. They were blowing them out, right? Now, I'm obviously not going to pick Detroit to go to the Super Bowl. They're in my division, so, but I'm just saying, when it comes to like the top teams in the NFC, if it's not the 49ers, you do got to look at Detroit as one of those teams where it's like, okay.
Well, and the talent-wise on paper, Cowboys too, even though I can't stand that. But on paper though,
the Cowboys, they had a roster to get to the Super Bowl the last shoot. Who knows? Like what, 5
years? At least 5 years.
Exactly. Like, so can they do it? I still don't trust Dallas. I don't know. They always. I don't know. I can't trust the Cowboys, especially after what they did. They let Jordan Love and the Packers come in there and just beat the brakes off of them. The absolute brakes off of them. I mean, I don't know, man. But do they have the roster to get there? Absolutely. They got the roster.
They definitely do. Yeah.
Just made CeeDee Lamb highest paid receiver.
For sure.
I don't know. Am I picking them? No.
No, definitely not. I would not put even though they way better than the Falcons, I wouldn't put no money on the Cowboys like I wouldn't put no money on the Falcons.
Oh no. Yeah, they're in the same boat. I wouldn't put money on either one.
Yeah, but I know they're a way better team than the Falcons. But I still wouldn't put no money on them, just like I wouldn't do the Falcons. Nope.
No, absolutely. Absolutely, but I do think the NFC North. I think they could potentially get 2 teams, maybe 3 with a wild card. Minnesota, they've had a whole bunch of injuries. I don't really know Green Bay. I know that they paid Jordan Love all this money, but we're not going to act like they didn't lose 8 games last year. So they were a wild card team. They caught fire, cool, but you never know. They just lost their second string running back out for the year, AJ Dillon. So now they really just got Josh Jacobs and a couple young guys after him. So don't know what that run game is. We'll see. And I think even my boys, like, nice defense, different offense. Could definitely be a team that could win. 10, 11 games. Get to the playoffs in a wild card spot. So I think the NFC North, like that's like the toughest division in football right now. One of the toughest when they're all healthy. Right now,
Yeah.
because Minnesota's like down and out, like they really got 3 out of the 4 teams that are really like there. But like Sam Darnold was leading the pack in Minnesota. Sam Darnold, we ain't worried about that. So
no,
yeah, but
none at all.
yeah, so but yeah, I mean NFC, like I said, Niners, Cowboys, Detroit. I mean, there's some other teams out there, but like those are like the top 3 that everybody talks about, right?
Yeah.
These are the top 3 that everybody pays attention to. They always talk, but then you got people saying Green Bay Packers are Super Bowl contenders. And I'm like,
yeah, I'm like, what?
where we get? Listen, I'm not even trying. I'm a Bears fan. I can't stand the Packers, but you're gonna sit up here and tell me a team that went 9-8 last year, they just automatically now they're Super Bowl contenders because they made a deep playoff run. When they really, I mean, really and truly, like, hats off to them for okay, they got hot, but Super Bowl contenders just off of that, like they didn't lose 8 games.
Yeah.
I would not bet my money on Jordan Love leading the Packers to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm not doing
definitely
it.
not.
So the AFC, I think the NFC is more. I do think the NFC is a lot. It is a little more competitive.
Yeah.
In the AFC,
So there's no really great team there. There's no great team there. There's no quarterback that really stands out. You know, like I mean, because I mean, I ain't saying that. I mean, there's a lot of them ain't proven yet. You know, like the young ones, Caleb Williams. You know, the young guys. You know what I'm saying? So
Purdy's still young, but I mean, he's
Brock Purdy's still young. You know, I mean, he was a 6th round pick. You know, so. I don't even know. Is what you call him starting from New Orleans? Who was that? Number 7, what's his name?
Now Spencer Rattler,
he looked pretty decent. I've seen some Spencer Rattler plays, fumbles that he did, like he did in college sometimes.
Yeah,
because he tried to do too much, you know. So
Taysom Hill, he's not there. You remember they got Derek Carr there in New Orleans.
That's right. He did go there last year.
He's gonna start Taysom Hill. He's gadget player, and then you got Spencer Rattler after. I could see Spencer Rattler taking some, becoming the starter before the year's over, because I don't really trust Derek Carr like that. But
yeah, Derek Carr, he started out pretty decent in the NFL a little bit, but he kind of drifted off.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how that turns out. But like, I am CJ Stroud, on the AFC side, another team that's sneaky.
He finally got him a number 1 guy, Stephon Diggs, so.
I mean, you talk about Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell. You got Joe Mixon at running back. Let's not forget he's there. So, and shout out my fantasy team. I got Joe Mixon and I got Tank Dell. So y'all boys got to do work for me. But they got a lot. And that defense with my boy Big Will Anderson, the Terminator. That boy nice. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see.
But he nice though. He played better than I thought he was. I thought he was a little overrated in Alabama, but
Will Anderson?
I don't mean overrated, but I mean like I think they gave him a little more, I think they gave him that Marvin Harrison treatment a little bit,
He proved himself.
Yeah, he did. He did a little. He did. He definitely played better than I thought he would at the next level.
Yeah, he definitely did his thing. So like, yeah, but yeah, man. But yeah, that's all. Oh, before we leave, y'all, I know we always do our inspirational, so I just wanted to read something for everybody. I know it's been a while, and y'all need some good inspiration from me and Miles T, man. Don't act like y'all didn't miss it. Don't act like you don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
We got you through the next day a little bit.
Don't give it to you.
A little buzz in the ear. Yes, sir.
I'll give it to you. So I saw this post. It says, you will always have more blessings than problems. You just have to learn to appreciate them instead of analyzing your problems. I'll say it again. You will always have more blessings than problems. You just have to learn to appreciate them instead of analyzing your problems. And I read this. and I was like, you know what? This is powerful because it just lets you know, like, count your blessings, right? It's so easy for us to, you know, look at the issues and the problems that we have in our lives and, you know, allow that to kind of stack up and just, you're like, dang, man, I got this going on, this going on, this going on. And, you know, when it rains, it pours. But then you really like sit back and you're like, I got all this going on, but I still got a roof over my head, still got a job, still got a car to drive, still got clothes, the light's still coming on. Like, you just start to really just like,
it could be worse.
It could be worse. You get out and you drive around, just drive around, and you see somebody out there on the street sleeping, especially in December when some places in December, but when it's winter time and people are out there with no blanket, just the concrete, like, it could be so much worse, right? So, like, I just, you know, say all that to say, y'all, just even in the midst of like things that are going on, trying times, obstacles, challenges, always count your blessings. Always, you know, remember that, hey, it could always be worse. And trouble and all that don't last always. So, like, there's always, like the post says, always more blessings and always things that we can thank God for, that we can be appreciative of, situations and circumstances that he saved us from, doors that he's opening, and you know, just continue to keep trusting, keep having that faith, keep believing, man. Miles, you want to add anything to that, bro?
Hey, like I always heard, and what Pastor Williams told me, and what I heard, and stuff like that. Hey, don't count the days of your life. Make the days of your life count.
Amen.
That's it.
Amen. Shout out to Pastor Williams too, man. We got to get him on here. We got to get him on the show. If he,
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna talk him into a game.
Yeah,
I might bring him on the Tennessee Alabama weekend. Put a prayer on for you.
Listen. I would gladly like that prayer, because
you're gonna need it.
I need him to pray for me that I don't blow your phone up too much. I might need that prayer to be, you know, be humble in that victory. So, you know, we got to get Pastor Williams on here. We can get that. I can fit the screen 3 ways, so we can loop.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah,
cool. Pastor Williams,
we're gonna do that a couple of times. We're gonna get some people on here this year.
Yeah, if y'all listening, look, y'all be ready. We sending invites. All right, we're gonna let you know ahead of time. I'm not just gonna send you an invite, but I'm gonna prep you. So we're gonna prep you. But yeah, we want to get the audience more engaged. We want to bring people on, get it more active, because we want to hear y'all's thoughts too, and everything. So, but yeah, with that, look, we appreciate everybody giving us some time. Beautiful thing. We said this show is gonna be 30 minutes. We went an hour. Love it. We could talk sports all night. That's what me and Miles do. We can do it all day, all night. If you let us, we will. But
yes, sir.
Again, we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate the love and y'all being patient with us. You know, we're gonna be back next week, man. Football season is locked in. So but yeah, Miles, want to say goodbyes before we get out of here, brother?
You know, last but not least, give thanks to my Lord and Savior, man. And you know, at the end of the day, go Big Orange. You see it, we're coming. Cool as a fan. We got the gray on, the smoky gray. This is the closest smoky gray I got. This is what we're coming out this weekend. Chattanooga Mohawks, my Hawkins, whatever y'all call. Shut up. We're going back to Chattanooga. And Alabama, we coming. And go Vols and SEC Nation. Let's get it.
Hey, I appreciate that ending right there. But yeah, just to echo what Miles said, man. Look, excited. My Bama boys, we're back this Saturday, West Kentucky. Yo, alma mater. We got.
Yeah. Let's go, Toppers.
Bama 65, West Kentucky 10.
No.
60. My bad. 66.
I give you three touchdowns.
I don't like my bad. I don't like odd numbers. So 66 to 10. My bad.
I give you I give you 42 to. I give 42 to like 24.
20 what, bro?
Yeah.
He's not scoring 24 points on Bama. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. See, you part of the disrespectful crowd. That's okay. Bama by 50. We good.
Okay, well,
All right.
35-18.
And y'all, it ain't gonna be 18. West Kentucky won't score over 10 points. And even if they get a touchdown, it's gonna be in garbage time. They will not score more than 10. Guaranteed. What Charles Barkley say? Guaranteed. Yes, sir. What's wrong with you? 24 points for West Kentucky. I get it though. It's okay. Look, you better pull your West Kentucky jersey out for that one because look, and it's
I got a t-shirt and a hoodie up there somewhere.
Yeah, put all that on. Put all that on 7 o'clock. Yeah, I need to lock in. But all right, y'all. Look, love y'all. Look, stay blessed, be blessed, and as always, roll tide, man. We'll see y'all.
Go Vols.